strong drive to the hoop.
Eric, the turnaround shot, nothing but net. Wamar rings the bell with a three.
Chavez drills in a three.
Lastimosa.
Over the defense. What a big shot for Inocobo.
MPBL national champion. Two monumental clashes here. Two powerhouses in the North Division collide here. Pangasinan versus Nueva Ecija. Bobby Salas with a rebound. A chance here. Villarias puts it up. No! Pangasinan survives.
A must-win game for us. We understand if we lose, our season is over. That first game, that wasn't our real game. We're going to give it our all this next game.
Chris kay JV. Pass inside. Robles has been a huge part for the Rice Vanguard squad. Celis nakalusot sa ilalim. 2 points plus the foul.
It's an emotional game. We won here at their home court. It doesn't mean anything if we're not going to advance.
Kabog with the attack on the other end. Bounce pass, back door. Nicely done there. Pangasinan scores. Macaloni on him. Manuel makes his move and he puts it in. Big time players make big time play. What a victory on the road in the rest of the heat wave. Nueva Ecija still alive.
There are rivalries, and then there is Pangasinan versus Nueva Ecija. A compelling and complicated encounter we have here for Game 2. Gerson Cabiltes and Don Dulay, two central figures in this rivalry. They are hoping to get their teams over the hump. For Gerson, it is going to be the next round. For Coach Don, it is moving on to a Game 3 and force sudden death. This is Game 2 of your North Division Best of 3 quarterfinal series. Number 2, Nueva Ecija taking on number 7, Pangasinan. Yan po ang unang laro natin dito sa Inares Sports Arena. Mamaya, the Pasay Voyagers try to live to fight another day as they take on the number 3 seed San Juan Knights, who are looking to close out the series. Magandang hapon mga kaliga. Ay, magandang gabi na pala.
Magandang gabi
Si Dev Tupas kasama si Idol Andre Duremdes, and what a matchup, Andre. Welcome. I know na nakakasama ka na dito sa rivalry na to, but it feels different no na nandito ka doing commentary duties for this one.
Yeah, sobrang different feeling siya for me. Siyempre last year playing for Nueva Ecija, iba din yung kaba na katapat yung Pangasinan, obviously because of the history behind it. But it's definitely a different feeling here watching it, I would say, from the sidelines. So it's definitely going to be a very interesting game, especially for me.
Yeah, and you know, kasama din natin si Mika Abisamis, of course, no, magandang hapon din at magandang gabi sa mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube, and also we are live on Sort of Sports every Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and syempre we are also live on pusup.com. Let's bring in Miss Mika Abisamis, who is, you know, very, very in touch and very, very involved with what's happening on the ground. Alam ko, Mika, nakausap mo sila. Alam ko kung ano nararamdaman nila going into this matchup. Give us some news here.
So Delph, remember when you used to say that this matchup always felt like a playoff game, even in the eliminations? Well, today, more than ever, I visited two really anxious dugouts. Obviously, Coach Don wants to extend the series, while Coach Gerson cannot wait to beat his former team. Also, obviously, different styles. I know Coach Don is more of the systematic, organized kind of guy. You know, he starts and ends the game with the same kind of system. On the other hand, si Coach Gerson naman spliced about 100 videos and watched Game 1 about 4 times. But in general, that game was just a 1-point game for me. So, alam mo, para sa akin, may the best man still win dito sa larong ito, si Delph and Andre.
Good, may halong ano ka na, analysis ka na dyan. Ha? So, abangan natin yan because I think this is going to be a matter of who really wants it more. It's a clash of familiar foes dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Game 2 over North Division Quarterfinals. Nueva Ecija against Pangasinan. This is for me, one of the best matchups nitong first round natin. Pero silipin muna natin ang ating playoff bracket. Abra and Caloocan, they've already moved on and arranged a second round showdown. Ang Quezon also moving on, taking out Mindoro in double overtime in game 2. Double overtime din. Yung Basilan and Jensan Basilan winning that one to force a game 3. And bukas, Rizal versus Binyan, Batangas versus Zamboanga. That's game 2 of their respective series. So, this has been quite a thrilling playoff so far. Tatlo na yung nag-double overtime and ang daming dikit na laban. Eto, dikit din nung game 1.
Yeah, Pangasinan really started off the game really well, especially on that third quarter. Nueva Ecija, on the other hand, tried to storm late in that fourth quarter, especially with the efforts by Will Macaloni and Christian Manaytay. But at the end, Coach Gerson and the Pangasinan Heatwaves prevailed in that game.
Yeah, and there's some big shots galing kay Vic Manuel. And kita mo dito, the same number of attempts. And the free throw shooting though, plus 14 itong Pangasinan. And that's a big edge, especially if Nueva Ecija is just shooting 50% from the foul line on their home court.
Yeah, definitely. The difference in that game 1, in my opinion, was the ability of the Pangasinan Heatwaves to get to that free throw line. A big difference there in attempts and makes, especially when you're Nueva Ecija. You gotta go back to the drawing board on that one. In your home court, you can't shoot 50% from the free throw line.
Oh, and syempre you have to defend without fouling as well. So that is a key note para dito sa Nueva Ecija. But one player who did not disappoint for Nueva Ecija is actually Will Macaloni, one of their old reliables. And I'm not saying that he's old, but he's been there for a while. Ito si Will Macaloni. He's won a championship with his team, with his franchise, and really one of the more trusted players ito ni Coach Don Dulay and during his time, Coach Gerson.
Yeah, Will Macaloni, obviously a very reliable scorer. His averages may have been lowered this season, but definitely when they needed it the most, he definitely performed for Coach Don Dulay there. 17 points, especially in that second half where he scored 11, and a very efficient game there for Will Macaloni, not missing a single shot in that game.
Oo, bigat yung 8 of 8 para kay Will Macaloni. So, you need more of the same from Will Macaloni. Question mark lang, sino ang sasabay kay Will Macaloni sa magandang laro niya? No, sa kabilang panig naman, na Pangasinan Heatwaves drew strength from the muscle man himself, Vic Manuel. Vic Manuel, alam natin, it's been hot and cold this season for him. But when it mattered the most as well, ito si Vic Manuel, pinakita niya na maaasahan din siya nitong Heatwaves.
Yeah, that's what veterans do. As you've mentioned, yeah, it was a very hot and cold season for Vic Manuel, averaging 13.8 points this season. But definitely when they needed it, when Coach Gerson needed him the most, he delivered. And that's what veterans do in big games like this.
Yeah, and some clutch baskets down the stretch against a very tight Nueva Ecija defense. So we'll see here if the muscle man can take and lead the Heatwaves to the next round. Let's go to Miguel Pere for the starting lineups.
Welcome to the Inaris Sports Arena in Pasig City. This is game 2 of the best of 3 quarterfinal series in the North Division between Nueva Ecija and Pangasinan, with the Heatwaves leading the series 1-0. This is the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7, live on Puso P and YouTube channel. Let's meet the starters. First, for the MPBL Season 4 champions, the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Starting at guard number 2, JP Calvo. Also at guard number 11, John Wilson. At center number 14, Will Macaloni. Forward number 25, MJ Ayay. And at power forward number 8, Robbie Celis. The head coach for the Rice Vanguards is Don Dulay. Assistant coaches, Rob Wainwright, Matt Macalintal, Arnold Oliveros, Jonathan Uiloan, Rick Season, and James Bartolome. Assistant team managers, Jen Dignerice. Team managers, Raymond Dizon. Team owners, Ivan Cuevas, Ryan May Cuevas, and Bong Cuevas. Here comes the starting five for Pangasinan Heat Waves. Starting at forward number 54, Bonga Lanza. Also at forward number 27, Jorge Napoles. At guard number 8, El Trida, Lawrence Victoria. At center number 28, Tikomodo Dragon, Michael Mabula. And at one guard number 7, Hesed Cabo. The head coach for the Heat Waves is Gerson Cabiltes. Assistant coaches like Catalan Jun Marzan, Florian Pineda, Ariel Sison, Harold Nang, Joseph Guion, Dan Xavier, and June Medina. Referees for Smongimar, Alan Manzano, Jay Castroverde, and Leo Layosa. Alternate referee is
Nueva Ecija starts with JP Calvo, John Wilson, Will Macaloni, MJ Ayaay, and Robbie Celis. Sa kabilang panig naman, Pangasinan has Hesed Gabo, Lawrence Paul Victoria, Mike Mabulak, Jorge Napoles, and Bonga Lanza. All battle-tested players, all with experience. And here we go, Nueva Ecija with their backs against the wall. Will have first crack at the basketball. Wilson gets his first basket to drop.
And I like that first play for John Wilson there, who didn't have an ideal game one. So definitely they're trying to get him going early in this game too.
He has played 7 minutes, 0 points, only 1 attempt for John Wilson, the former MVP, up against Lawrence Paul Victoria. Wilson is there. Victoria drive, stripped by Wilson. Binigay kay MJ Ayaay. Macaloni, atake against Napoles. Caught on the left hand on the shot, no call. Our crew is led by Alan Manzano, Jay Castroverde, Leonardo Layosa, and Philbert Tugap is the substitute referee. Na kay Jorge Napoles, Calvo, pinapahirapan si Gabo. Whistle going against JP Calvo.
And I like what Calvo is doing there, because definitely if you know Pangasinan, you definitely know that their offense really starts with Hesed Gabo there. So Calvo denying him the basketball is definitely, there you go, a stop by Calvo there, to the delight of Coach Don Dulay.
And these games are decided by really fine margins. No? Lalo na itong dalawang kupunan na to, no? na parang ang hirap ipaghiwalay nito. No? Alam ko, last season they played into an overtime classic as well. And then the overtime din, ito regular season. And 1 point lang ang difference ng game 1. So, yung mga maliliit na bagay, kaya pa isa-isang turnover here and there, nag-matter sa dulo.
Oo, talaga sa ganitong klaseng laro, lalo behind the history of it, every possession really does matter.
Galanza puts up a shot. No. Mabulak on the stick back. Nauna yung talon ni Macaloni, and that bounce allowing Mike Mabulak to secure the offensive rebound and put it in. Wilson for 3. Mabulak with a rebound. Binigay agad kay Hesed Gabo. No JC Marcelino. That's the big news out of the Nueva Ecija camp. That's the former MVP missing for the Rice Vanguards. Got Lanza for 3. Wilson has been very active here early on.
That's what he needs to get going here. Siyempre, hindi talaga ideal yung naging game 1 niya, na lalong inaasahan talaga ng Nueva Ecija itong si John Wilson. Kaya for him to be aggressive this early, definitely is a good sign for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
And ganun kasi player si John Wilson. Gusto niya very active siya, ganado siya para makakuha siya ng rhythm niya rin sa opensa. Nice spin. MJ misses. Rebound. Nakuha ni Lawrence Paul Victoria. Napoles will launch the 3. Well defended by Robbie Celis. Mabulak with another offensive rebound. He traveled.
A good call there by the referees, but you gotta like the effort there by Mabulak.
Two teams First 3 minutes, very, very tight, Andre.
And it's gonna
Ramdam
be,
mo, no?
saka, alam mong buong game, magiging ganito talaga yung laro nila.
Nayaay na with Celis. Toto JP Calvo, Robbie drives left, fade away. It's short. Magsak si Macaloni and it's a foul on Napoles. And you see a different demeanor as well from the team captain, Robbie Celis. There's an urgency about, you know, the way he conducts himself right now. Ito si Robbie Celis.
Obviously,
Very vocal siya ngayon eh.
Oo, usually, if you know Robbie Celis, very cool ang demeanor, parang kalmado talaga nila. Pero especially a game like this na it's either win or go home. Siyempre, you expect the captain to be very vocal.
It's 4 points now para kay John Wilson and right on cue, he was a man to watch at the start of this game kasi alam mong he wanted and he needs a bounce back game.
And alam mo din na yun yung talagang hinahanap ni Coach Don Dulay. Unang play pala ng laro, binigay na kagad niya kay John Wilson.
There's always a debate yun nga no kay Coach Don, having spoken to him for many times about John Wilson as he gets the feed right here and fires that jumper. You know what you give up if John Wilson is there, but you know there's also a counter argument is what you get when he's on the floor.
Yeah, definitely. But that's what you're risking when you're having a John Wilson on the floor. Obviously, he's one of the best scorers we've ever seen here in the MPBL. But there's also been questions with his defensive ability. But in my opinion, personally, John Wilson's the type of player that if he really wants to defend well, he's going to defend really well.
Yeah, absolutely. And three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Miscommunication yun kay Calvo and kay Will Macaloni. Akala ni Calvo na switch na si Will Macaloni doon.
And JV Marcelino has come in.
Yeah, it's two early fouls there by JP Calvo.
Yeah, throws off the rotation a bit. Ryan Costello is also there. He can play the point guard position as well.
Shout out kay Com.
Nauna ka. Nauna ka sa kanya. Maaga ka dumating dito. Well, they made it just in time for tip-off as well. Maguliano. Celis.
I like this matchup here. Two former teammates as well, and JP Maguliano and Robbie Celis. Sa practice, nakikita ko yan araw-araw, and JP always holds his ground against Robbie Celis. Yeah, it's a great matchup to watch here today.
JV Marcelino did not convert on the three. Here comes Lawrence Paul Victoria. Gabo going for his second three. He knocks it down. The former Rice Vanguard already with 6 points here early on.
You know, every time Hesed Gabo plays the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, talagang iba talaga yung demeanor niya in my opinion. Parang extra ganado siya lagi pag nakakalaban yung former team niya.
Now there are, yung sinasabi natin, it's a compelling and a complicated rivalry.
And very complicated that is.
Dahil minsan, yung mga, oh, what a shot again. That's the third triple from the Heat Waves. This time, it's Lawrence Paul Victoria. Yun yung sinasabi natin, no? Complicated. And sometimes, hindi natin yan masabi totally. Ang makaka-explain lang sa ganyan klaseng init ng rivalry is yung mga part ng rivalry lang.
Definitely.
And what a run here for Pangasinan. It's an 8-0 run as they capitalize on this miss from Robbie Celis to trigger the fast break of the game. Brought to you by Extreme X-Pop Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke. Bongalanza with the finish. Early timeout for Nueva Ecija. 13-5 lamang ang Heat Waves.
Loyalty takes off at 747 Live. Get ready for first class perks like 5% slots daily cashback, 0.1% live casino daily rebate, 4% sports weekly cashback plus free spins on your birthday. The spin and bet gets you closer to rewards. Hope on board. 747 Live, dito ka sa legit.
Back at the Nair Sports Arena for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, the Heatwaves have wanted to be in this position more than ever as they were always bound for the playoffs since they joined in the MPBL in 2024. There were shortcomings, admittedly, by the players and coaches. All those painful memories have brought them to this point, a game that has nothing but one requirement from the Season 4 champion coach, a win. These last few weeks have been busy for Coach Jerson Cabiltas, who deserves a new iPhone with 1 tera of a memory. He showed more than 100 spliced videos to his players, watched Game 4 at least 4 times, as I mentioned, and really got into the head of everybody just to make sure they understand what they are, why they are here today. We all know that he, the guy who gave glory to the Rice Vanguards, knows that this kind of pressure, know that there is to be part of an elite team like Nueva Ecija. But today, he proudly carries the flag of Pangasinan to create new memories that would also make a mark forever. So, Delph Andre.
Maraming salamat, Mika. And just a really nice profile on what Coach Jerson Cabiltas is all about. He's a winner. And, you know, if you're a winner, you are addicted to winning. You want to do it every time. As JP Maguliano knocks down the 3. Pang-apat na tres na yan ng Pangasinan. This is the ideal start for the Heatwaves.
So, if you're the Pangasinan Heatwaves, definitely this is the perfect start. You couldn't ask for more. On the defensive end especially, grabe yung rotation. Sobrang sakto. And they're hitting their 3-point shots.
Robles, though, comes away with a steal. Medyo alanganin yung finish na yon. Victoria to Gabo. Galanza was wide open, but Hesed puts it in.
That's 3 for 3 from the 3-point line for Hesed Gabo.
A crazy start here for Pangasinan. 12-point lead. 19-7. Macaloni inside. He scores.
That's where they need to go. Will Macaloni playing a great game in that first game of that series. Definitely they need to go to Will Macaloni more if they want to get back into this ball game early on.
Hesed. Galanza. Nandun si Mabulak sa gitna. And that's a foul given up by John Wilson. And Nueva Ecija, their shock troopers have entered the game here. Christian Manaytay, Jammer Hamito, Toto Villarias.
And I like that from Coach Don Dulay, especially when you're down 10 early in this game. Kailangan mo talagang ibalasa yung players mo and to really crack the code here kung what works for your team.
And Mabulak already with 5 rebounds. And going back to Coach Jerson, alam natin na I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. We mentioned that he's a winner, and he's also one of the most hardworking coaches around. Kung ganun siya ka, intense, maghanda.
Yeah. Coach Jerson, in my opinion, not only in the MPBL, but the whole country, is one of the best detail-oriented coaches out there. Talagang he has this characteristic na parang perfectionist siya in a way, na talagang every detail gusto niya talaga sobrang na kukuha niya. And definitely we're seeing it here today. It's in full effect here in this playoffs.
Yeah. Sometimes a blessing, sometimes a curse. And dito sa kabila naman, Nueva Ecija making its move here. As Billy Robles lays it in, 5-0 run. JB Marcelino against Ian Melencio.
Grabe yung depensa dito ni Marcelino sa ball screen.
Absolutely. Bulanadi, that's a touch foul on Manaytay.
Yeah. Good call there by the referees.
Yeah, caught the elbow of Alin Bulanadi. Assist of the game, powered by 747 Live. Dito ka sa legit.
Yun.
Legit na legit yung assist na yun. Alin Bulanadi, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And the W as well. The Pangasinan franchise also loading up, with their squad this season.
Definitely.
And syempre, if you want to compete here in the MPBL,
definitely this is the most talented squad that Pangasinan's had so far entering the MPBL. A 2-2-1 press to start off this game.
minute remaining. Manaytay is open. In and out and in again. That's a crucial triple again because that keeps Pangasinan within touching distance. Hindi mo pwedeng hayaan lumayo.
Oo. And I like this matchup here lalo kay JP Magoliano and Christian Manaytay. In my opinion, they play a similar game style. Parang left side JP Magoliano lang si Manaytay and right side Magoliano to si JP. Both can definitely shoot, as you can see here. Both of them already have 1 3-point make this game. Both are very young as well. Great matchup we have here today.
Well, outside of Ian Valencio's solid Game 1 performance, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, also perfect from the field, 4 of 4. Well, Pangasinan scoring 20 points in just 5 minutes, and the press works wonders here. Melencio with a layup.
Can't have those turnovers, back-to-back turnovers there by the Nueva Ecija Rise Vanguards. Definitely getting bothered by the defensive intensity netong Pangasinan Heatwaves. And this 5 right here, you know what they lack? They lack a natural point guard na ball handler. We have yet to see either Ryan Costello or Kenneth Mocan on the floor here today.
27-17. Bulanadi. Now with Vic Manuel against Jammer Hamito. 3-second differential. Game clock and shot clock. Toto with a steal. Melencio fouls Toto Villarias. Wala pa sa penalty ang Pangasinan.
That's a good foul in my opinion. Way to stop there the fast break in transition. Something has to change here. That's a defensive strategy ng Nueva Ecija, Sidelf.
Yeah.
You can't have a team scoring almost 30 points in 1 quarter, lalo sa playoffs.
Hamito, that's a tough angle. And first quarter in the books. Pangasinan leaning on their outside shooting here. The sniping from Hesed Gabo. 9 points on 3 of 3.
That's a perfect start here for Hesed Gabo. Other than the fact that he's 3 of 3 from the 3-point line, he's also done a great job protecting that basketball and bringing the ball down without any turnovers.
And really maganda yung pagtimon ni Hesed Gabo as he powers Pangasinan to this 10-point lead at the end of 1.
Isa lang naman ang reminders ko guys, walang kwenta tong panalo. Doesn't mean anything. We're not in a big game. So, we're not here to win only one game. we're gonna be too high on this game. We're gonna make adjustments. I'm gonna anticipate it. We're gonna make our own adjustments. We're gonna be ready for it. Okay? I don't want to go back here.
Coach Gerson Cabiltes in his post-game talk with his team, stressing that he does not want to go back to Palayan City for Game 3.
That's killer mentality there. Even if you're up 1, yung datingan nila dito parang do or die pa rin para sa kanila eh. Kaya yun yung magandang ugali going into this game too.
Manuel with a 3.
Ooh! Dalawang extra motion doon. Things got cheapy there.
Yeah. Napagsanhan and Marcelino are involved.
I think that was an elbow to the face of JV Marcelino. You have to check the replay for that.
And this is a 13-point lead for Pangasinan. Their biggest in the ball game. Ito yung concern mo if you're Pangasinan, no? Sana hindi maapektuhan ang momentum mo.
Yeah. And it's plays like this definitely where momentum changes. Because there you see...
Well, Marcelino is trying to box him out.
Yeah. I think that's a forearm, not an elbow. And it's above the shoulder too, so I don't know if it's going to be a sportsman-like foul or a disqualifying foul. It's going to be up to the referees here. But definitely a hit there on the mouth area of JV Marcelino.
So nakabangon na si JV. Celebrated his birthday along with his twin brother JC over the weekend.
No, belated happy birthday sa twins, Marcelino twins.
Kay Coach Don Dulay din, belated happy birthday.
Belated din, Coach Don.
Ganun to tayo sa MPBL. Kasagsagan at kainitan na ng laban. Nagbe-birthday greetings tayo. Minsan kailangan din natin
Yeah.
i-lighten up ang ating mood dito. But there is a call now. Referee Leonardo Layosa has approached Miguel Perey.
Balance lang. Siyempre, it's a very physical sport. Kaya kailangan may balance lang tayo dito sa MPBL.
Okay, the unsportsmanlike foul.
Foul on number 19, JV
There's a foul on JV
is second.
Marcelino, but there is an unsportsmanlike foul on Harvey Pagsanan.
Harvey Pagsanan, his first foul.
Swerte si Pagsanhan doon. Hindi siya natamaan ng disqualifying foul.
We've seen the physicality turned up a notch here in the postseason.
Well, it's the playoffs. It's definitely the thing that all players, all teams are looking forward to, especially ito na yun eh.
Yeah,
Sa season,
no,
ito
this
talaga
is-
yung pinaghahandaan mo eh.
And not just the teams, but the fans as well.
Yeah. Kaya sa playoffs talaga, kung di ka pa all out, di ko na alam.
Huwag ka na lang mag-basketball.
Huwag ka na lang mag-basketball kung ganun.
Marcelino. Manaytay. Robles for 3. No. Jammer with the offensive rebound. Pinasan na kay Marcelino. Naagaw tuloy. Bulanadi. No. Hamito with the rebound. JV Marcelino leaves the defender in the dust and finishes up top. 6 points para kay JV.
It's going to be a very heavy load to carry, especially if your twin is out for the game. But JV Marcelino is doing his job. He already has 6 points early in the second quarter.
Vic Manuel, atakihin ang depensa. Layup is short. Pagsanhan also misfires.
There you
JV
go.
Marcelino.
And this is that possible change of momentum that we're talking about when you get those calls.
Toto for 3. No.
Would have been big. That would have been a big three-pointer.
Manuel and Billy Robles fighting for that loose ball. It's a jump ball. Possession pointing to Nueva Ecija. The play of the game is brought to you by 747 Live. Dito ka sa legit. Your game, your chance, your thrill only with 747 Live.
A good job there by the Ilonggo Superman to save another possession for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. And it's those plays, you need those extra effort plays if you want to get back into this game if you're Nueva Ecija.
Marcelino for 3. No. Magawan sa rebound. A foul on Jammer Hamito. As Jay Collado has entered the game together with Mike De Gregorio. Coach Jerson Cabiltes wants to talk things over. His team is up by 9 with a lot of time left here in the second period. We'll be right back. Hesed Gabo and Ian Melencio delivering the goods in game 1. 12 points each for the point guards of Pangasinan. And for more on these players, let's go to Mika.
Scouting daw si Coach Gerson for Basilan in 2018. Bumulong daw sa kanya si Jay Collado. Siya kay Jay Collado. Sabi daw niya, sino yung kasama mo na point guard sa QC? Ang bilis yung payat na yan. Talking about Hesed Gabo, that's where everything started for this deep partnership of coach and court general. Obviously, they have been through a lot of victories and disappointments as well, but they continue to stay connected and strong. Hesed has not gone back to Palayan City in the playoffs since Game 2 of the National Finals in 2022, and it still feels surreal to him playing there in Game 1, but on the other side of the fence. With the many things going well for Hesed at the start of this playoffs, he will not forget the discipline, sometimes not so good words from Coach Gerson. They have been battling about why he didn't shoot the ball often, always opted to pass more. But look at him now, a legit points guard, Sidel Fandre.
Thank you so much, Mika. And sometimes I just have a feeling that you have this in your bag for a long, long time. Just because you know these two people so well and their relationship that goes back a long, long time. This is the 3 earlier from Vic Manuel after he gives us the look as well. Pero, yun nga, no, if you have a coach that has that type of relationship with a point guard and a playmaker, that's a yung tiwala. That's a position of trust, being a point guard for a team.
Definitely, and it's years of building trust with each other, having been together for all those years. Syempre, talagang wala nang talagang mahihingi pa si Coach Gerson at wala nang mahihingi pa si Hesed sa kay Coach Gerson. Talagang para sa akin, talagang iba na talaga yung chemistry ng dalawa.
Suportahan no?
Oo, talagang ride or die nila isa't isa
Macaloni with a spin, that is short. And Vic Manuel was in the way of Will and the basket.
You know, Nueva Ecija is getting quality looks din no? Pero it's just not falling for them. Meanwhile, tong Pangasinan, sobrang init kaagad sa 3-point line.
Yeah, and I think it's more of the tightness na sinasabi natin. And they need a spark, someone like a Ryan Costello off the bench. And I know you're high on Ryan on making an impact in the series.
He's not been playing so far. I think he's missed the last 7 or 8 games as I was talking to him a while ago. And sabi ko, Rai, this is the perfect opportunity for you to show out. Definitely na home court mo to He was a ex-player ng Pasig and talagang nalala ko nung teammate pa kami Rai Costello. Laging sinasabi na kapang-kapa niya yung court na to.
Now 3 3-pointers as well for Vic Manuel. A torrid start from beyond the arc para dito sa Heat Waves. 8 of 12 from downtown. Macaloni, easy 2.
You need more of those for Will Mack. definitely needs more touches down there. He has 5 points and he needs to be getting the ball more.
11-point game. Melencio with a drive. Atake. That was Jay Collado moving well without the basketball. Able to draw the foul. This is the assist of the game, powered by 747 Live. Dito ka sa legit.
Patent Euro step na yan sa left side ni Will Macaloni.
That rattles out Jay Collado.
Another player that was formerly Rice Vanguard, itong si Jay Collado.
Ito yung mga players na yun na parang ano parang essential na nasa lineup mo.
Oo.
Someone who, whether may minuto or wala,
Yes.
will always stay ready and will always be professional about things.
Yes, definitely I agree. Lalo sa sinabi mo na either may minutes or wala, Jay Collado is definitely one of the, as I always say, this one of the best leaders here in the MPBL. So kahit wala siyang minutes nun, yung talagang impact niya sa bench, yung simpleng kausapin ka lang niya, yung i-motivate ka niya, is definitely essential always if to be in the lineup, itong si Jay Collado.
Will Macaloni, nice movement without the basketball as well again for Nueva Ecija. They need these type of baskets.
Yes. And I believe talaga na they need to go more in the paint. They need to go more in the paint kay Will Macaloni because that's where the advantage really is. Grabe. Talagang tinatry nila tanggalin sa laro tong si Hesed Gabo.
This is the MPBL playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody wants to give an inch.
And it's also mind games. People tend to forget that this is also a very mental game, an emotional game.
Yeah.
It's really how you keep your composure, especially with a pressure like this in the playoffs.
I don't think Costello wants to do the early work, but Hesed gave him the shove. So yun yung tanong dito. Bakit may tawag on Costello?
Yun na nga, and definitely kaya nga may review tayo dito. It's definitely, if you're the referees, you need to double check this and to make the right call. Kasi playoffs to eh. Siyempre, you have to let them play.
A little bit. Little bit. Pero
I mean, early work lang naman eh.
Yeah, early work yun eh. I don't think there was anything there from Ryan Costello as well.
He's just trying to cover his man. Yun yung utos talaga ng coach. Trying to contain Hesed Gabo. I mean, he's trying to do his job.
And it's totally understandable when the guy you're defending already has made 3 3-pointers in this game.
Definitely. Kaya syempre, talagang kailangan maging agresibo ni Ryan Costello, lalo kung ganyan yung shooting ni Hesed Gabo.
And they're taking their time here. Referee Jay Castroverde, Ana Manzano, and Yoyo Layosa.
I don't think it should be a double foul here. Dapat walang foul dito para kay
Costello. In any case, you can say it's a delay of game or whatever.
Yeah.
But that is a foul, and Coach Don Dulay, he might get something here because there was a touch on referee Layosa.
Yeah.
There is a double foul between number 4 Ryan Costello and number 7 Hesed Gabo. Technical foul on number 7 Hesed Gabo for unsportsmanlike behavior. Warning on the rise, Vanguard's head coach Don Dulay.
So warning kay Coach Don. Technical foul on Hesed. The double foul as well. So those are 2 quick fouls on Hesed Gabo.
Oh, that's very big. 2 fouls in 1 possession there.
And kung meron pa siyang foul dito, no, before the half, that's 3.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Gerson, you got 5 minutes left in the half. Do you risk having Gabo there, or you put in another player? Definitely he's opting to keep Hesed Gabo on the floor.
But he's been playing so well.
It's hard to get him off. It's hard to get him off the floor when you're playing like that.
Hesed pulls up. Yes! And that's the best way to respond. 11 points para kay Hesed Gabo.
Yun na yung pinag-uusapan natin na trust level ni Coach Gerson sa player niya. As I've said, Ryan Costello loves the Henares Sports Arena here in Pasig. 6 points for Ryan Costello and he hasn't missed a shot. Naalala ko talaga dati nung teammate ko siya kasi naglaro na kami dito as teammates. And yung laging sinasabi sa akin na Dre, yung court na to talaga memorize.
Yeah, this is, and I don't, he spent a lot of years in the D-League.
Yeah, also D-League, dito yung lagi yung games ng D-League. Sabi sa akin, memorize itong court na to. Ito yung one of his favorite courts to play in.
And Robbie Celis got blocked by Mabulak. Was asking for a foul. Di Gregorio. That rolls out. Macaloni with a spin move. And Collado got hit on the spin.
That was a 2-on-1 break there.
The spin was coming. The spin move
Yes.
was coming.
Even Jay Collado knows that the spin is coming there. Doon na siya nag-ready sa impact after ng spin eh. Alam niya eh.
And the spin, there was a lot of force on that spin. I would stay away.
Ay, grabe.
Ikaw ba, nung nag-iinsayo ka nyo ni
Ala.
Will dati, pag nandyan na at papunta na sa spin move,
Either yung spin move niya or yung Euro step niya, di na talaga ako lumalapit. Matamaan ka pala ng braso ni Will Macaloni. Isang linggo mo mararamdaman yan.
yeah. I don't think there was a case for an offensive foul there.
He had his elbows in. Di naman nakalabas. No intention to hit Jay Collado there.
Yeah, and Jay gives Will the thumbs up as well.
Close friends, very close friends.
Yeah. And isa na sa mga na-elevate na ito si Kuya Jay Collado is one of the elder statesman na itong liga natin.
Oo.
Di ba? 8 points now para kay Will Macaloni. Parang doon siya sa level nila Marky.
Yan.
Diyan na siya banda.
Oo, ganong veteran na si Kuya Jay Collado.
Pero yung impact, syempre, alam natin na malaki pa rin.
And he's one of those players na masasabi ko talaga na just keeps on improving as he ages. And,
actually, yung adaptability niya talaga yung pinaka gusto ko kay Jay Collado, no?
Oo, and
biglang nagkaka-outside shot, that's a travel on Bonga Lanza.
Saka yung role niya before was more of a bruiser type player, post-heavy. And he really adapted his play style to what the game is today. And he really added that three-point shot,
And
his mobility on the floor.
Siyempre na-extend yung laro, di ba?
Oo.
So he extends and then having to be paired up with big men like Ryan Costello. He's been the story of the first half here for Nueva Ecija. Off the bench, 8 points, Ryan Costello.
That's talagang ito yung time talaga ni Ryan Costello na magpakita na talaga nabigyan siya ng opportunity, and what better way to show out with the opportunity you're given, especially in a very important game, the playoffs like this. What a swipe there by Kenneth Mocon there, the best defender of the Nueva Ecija Rise Vanguards.
The three! Galing kay John Wilson. And Nueva Ecija is back in it. It's just a 1-point lead for Pangasinan. And they're doing it the hard way. Ito Nueva Ecija working extremely hard on the defensive end and getting some good looks on the other side. 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
That's what you get when you have two primary ball handlers. Nung wala si Ryan Costello and Kenneth Mocon sa floor, nahihirapan sila sa press ng Pangasinan. But when you have both of these players, talagang napaganda yung ikot ng bola ng Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
39-38, 3 minutes remaining in the first half. We'll be right back. That's our Gixxer fan of the game, born for greatness. It's a good-sized crowd here at the Inara Sports Arena on a rainy Wednesday evening. I'm so glad you can join us, Idev Tupas and Andre Doremdes and of course Mika Abisamis, the Billy Robles and John Wilson Fans Club. Let's go to Mika.
Everything was a step slower for Nueva Ecija in Game 1. From the performances of the players, 1 out of 12 for JC. Rob had 8 to 10 points. Billy Ray dissatisfied with his rebounds and the tiring matchup against Napoles. Even the coaches admitted that they were obviously more calm than the Pangasinan coaches that had full energy on. Today, they are obviously here to take it a notch higher than their last performance. They cannot take anything lightly, especially with the loss of JC Marcelino, who has a foot injury, unfortunately. They are also more aware that besides the X and O's, this is extra personal for the core of the Heatwaves that might actually be the main reason for winning Game 1. But you know what? Coach Don Dulay, this time around, was not calm anymore in his third timeout. So Delphin Andre.
Thank you so much for that, Mika. Nueva Ecija has responded to the call of Coach Don Dulay here in the second quarter.
And I would say a major factor in this run here by the Vanguards is the guards in Costello and Mocon.
Gabo will finish. Well, you have two good decision makers now on the floor in Mocon and Costello. Paghawak nila yung bola. Kaya nasisigurado na maganda ang tira na nakukuha nila. 23-14 the scoring in this quarter.
Yeah, and then yun talaga yung importance na may primary ball handler ka eh.
Mocon misses the three. Gabo with a rebound. Gabo finds De Gregorio. And on the attack, Mike De Gregorio draws the foul on Costello.
Very smart there by De Gregorio.
This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
Hindi nakita ni Robbie Celis dun yung pass ni Costello. It's a tough turnover there, especially with the run they were having.
And Mike De Gregorio, 2 points in 11 minutes of action in Game 1. This is neutral ground for Pangasinan and Nueva Ecija, but the crowd is evening itself out. No?
Oh.
I mean, there's a good chunk that's rooting for Nueva Ecija. Meron din Pangasinan.
Oo, parang hati talaga, no? 50-50 yung crowd natin ngayon.
Robles, bigay kay Celis. Back to the Ilonggo Superman. A minute and a half remaining in the first half. Will Macaloni. Wilson. The swing. Robles. Jumper. Got it. 8 points para kay Billy Robles. A balanced attack here for Nueva Ecija. Melencio. And Macaloni gambled on the steal. Nasa penalty na ng Nueva Ecija. And check out this pass. Maganda rin ang ikot ng bola dun.
Yeah, that's important when you're trying to score on a 2-3 zone. Kailangan talaga mabilis yung bola, di masyadong madribble. Kailangan mabilis yung pasahan.
Ian Melencio, another solid performance so far with 5 points. Make that 6 for Ian Melencio. It's a 3-point lead. Robles, the swings it over to Wilson, back to Billy, atake, left-handed scoop, won't go. Robbie fighting hard, gets the offensive rebound. Celis with a jumper, no. Robles inside, he gets it to drop. He's into double figures, Billy Robles with 10 points.
That's what you get if you have the Ilonggo Superman in your team. He's definitely the type of player who does the dirty work for you.
And Wilson with a smart pass there. 45 to 44, 10-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Milencio up against Macaloni. Ian fires, no. Tapikan ng bola, Maguliano wins it. Fight for the rebound again. John Wilson with another one. Marcelino will attack. Nag-alangan. Turnover. And that will do it. The first quarter in the books. Played at a frenetic pace. Incredible stuff here from Pangasinan and Nueva Ecija. Only 1 point separating these two teams. Billy Robles, Ryan Costello, and Will Macaloni trying to keep Nueva Ecija in the series. Hesed Gabo naman and Vic Manuel with their hot hands from beyond the arc trying to close this one out. Namang ang Heat Waves by 1 at the half.
Tayo to steal. Christian. Look out. Christian Malaytay. With a ball down. Cleared by Ryan Pickett. Flores has not the ball. Hesed, the three. Got it. He goes to his brother, JC. Watch this matchup. Cutting in was JB. What a pass to Robbie Celis. Extra possession going to the side of Pangasinan, and they convert the Heat Waves up by 11. DC Smith, AC with a finish with a spin cycle, and it's moved right here. This championship, anything but one of these to do. I don't get hesitate to move. Whoa! He just posterized Pans Kanyan. That was nasty.
A clash of familiar foes in this North Division quarterfinals. Game 2 here at the Inares Sports Arena in Pasig City. Pangasinan with a 1-point lead against Nueva Ecija, and was an action-packed first half. Actually, the biggest lead was enjoyed by Pangasinan at 13 points, but somehow and some way Nueva Ecija, showing a lot of heart, a lot of grit, and really that desire to force a game 3. Nakabalik sila dito sa laban natin, Andre.
Yeah, Pangasinan really started off this game, especially in that first quarter, hot from the three-point line, but slowly but surely through the grit and grind, especially on the defensive end by Nueva Ecija, forcing Pangasinan to 9 turnovers into the half, and definitely that's what really got them back into this game here.
Yung tandem nitong si Ryan Costello and Kenneth Mocon, I think really just, flip the script with their defensive intensity dun sa backcourt ng Nueva Ecija.
Oo, kasi talaga kahit nung mag-teammates pa kaming tatlo niyan, same group kami lagi eh. Kaya talagang iba na rin yung samahan at yung chemistry na tong si Ryan Costello and si Kenneth Mocon.
Yeah, and nakita natin dun how they were able to impact the game on both ends, particularly to si Ryan. You did also giving and providing 8 points.
It's definitely one of the best games this season so far para kay Ryan Costello, especially with the fact that he hasn't been really playing a lot this season. And like I've said, what better way to show out than in the playoffs here in a do-or-die situation for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Pangsanhan, bigay kay Napoles, libre sa tres, and that hot shooting continues for Pangasinan. That's the 9th 3-point make for the Heat Waves in Game 2.
Coach Don Dulay opting to start this second half with a starting unit. Ooh.
Ayay makes it anyway.
And I love that. That's Ayay's game there, that one-handed push shot. Kahit sa 3-point line, talagang ginagawa niya yan.
Good answer there for Nueva Ecija. Mabulak. Mike, that's a jump ball. And ball goes to Nueva Ecija. And just want to take this chance to give a shout out kay Boss Bong Cuevas, who's watching right now, with the rest of Nueva Ecija watching intently. They want Game 3 in Palayan City.
Definitely.
Robbie Celis. There's some contact there. Pero that was not enough to merit the foul. Cuevas family, they've been very, very supportive, and they've really poured a lot of their resources. Minsan, alam mo, yung investment hindi lang financial emotional.
Oh.
Lahat.
And talaga, if you know...
yung passion kasi ni
yes.
Boss Bong, ramdam natin dito through his team.
And not just Boss Bong Cuevas, it's really the whole family. They're really passionate about basketball, and not just basketball, but also their city and Palayan City. They really want to win for the people of Palayan.
Yes, free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances sa subok at kompleto appliances brand ng Pilipinas. 1 for 2 para kay Will Macaloni. Already has 10 points in the ball game. We are tied at 48.
Speaking of shout-outs, I just want to give a shout-out to my brother, Gab Gomez, the Italian sniper. I know he's watching right now.
My guy as well.
Yes, sir.
My guy.
Gab Gomez, shout-out. I miss you.
Congratulations, Gab, on achieving your dream. I'm sure pinag-uusapan niyo yan na magkakampi kayo.
Oh.
Of making it to the next level. He's got gone to the right team, I think, with a really good coach.
And
Coach L.A. Tenorio.
The best thing about
well.
it is tito niya din si L.A. Tenorio. So very lucky for him to be able to play for his uncle.
Robbie Celis gives Nueva Ecija the lead. Nueva Ecija last led 2-0, by the way. Their biggest lead already. Oh, bagsak si John Wilson. It's an offensive foul on Pangsanhan.
That's what we're talking about with John Wilson here. He's really with that mindset of wanting to defend. Talagang maganda rin talaga at magaling dumepensa si John Wilson. He's a very smart defender in my opinion. It's a very underrated part of his game.
Ayun. And of course, the experience of John Wilson, he will really also exaggerate that, para makuha talaga yung tawag. 50-48, Nueva Ecija with the lead here. 12 turnover for Pangasinan. Celis with a runner. Manuel able to secure the rebound. Hesed Gabo looks up. Marcelino is there to meet him. Gabo. Pangsanhan with the pick. Lagpas sa kanyang pasa. Nakuha ni Victoria. All Victoria, 10 seconds on the shot clock. There's a switch here.
I like the switch here.
Ball against Macaloni. Macaloni. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Incredible.
The reason I said that I love that switch there is because it gives Lawrence Victoria the opportunity to play his game really with that ISO situation on Will Macaloni.
But Will really moved his feet very well there.
Yes, Will is a very mobile big man, but definitely if you're Lawrence Victoria with a man, I would say with unlimited moves, talagang mahihirapan ka talaga to stay in front of Lawrence
Oo.
Victoria.
Yun, ano na yun? Pang 1,000 move na yun. Yung tira na yun. But back on the other end, Robbie Celis with a stick back. Gabo will shoot the jumper. Wilson with a rebound. Nueva Ecija with a stop. Robbie, that ball knocked away. Nabulanadi returns for Pagsanhan.
There you go, that ISO situation against Will Macaloni. Got him up on his feet with that ball fake. Kung akala mong, if you're Will Macaloni, syempre akala mo masastop na talaga eh. Pero knowing Lawrence Victoria, talagang ang galing niya mag-react sa binibigay lagi ng depensa sa kanya. And that's one of his advantages as an offensive player.
Yung mga 50-50 balls nakukuha ng Nueva Ecija, Andre, but they failed to capitalize there as Wilson misses the three.
If you're Nueva Ecija here, you really want to deny Vic Manuel off that post, especially if single coverage yung ginagawa nyo.
Vic Manuel, and there's a foul on Robbie Celis.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough coverage here for any player. This is Vic Manuel, the muscle man we're talking about.
Manuel misses from the line. 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists in game 1. Maraming salamat sa LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. 0 for 2 for Vic Manuel. Ayaay gets it to Robbie Celis. Could not get the roll, Robbie Celis.
Hasn't been a great game to start off si Robbie Celis. Only has 2 points and he's definitely been struggling in the field. Missing a lot of shots that he would normally make on a casual day.
Manuel
Grabe.
kept his pivot foot planted there.
How did he not travel on that possession?
I don't know as well.
Grabe talaga yung balance ni Vic Manuel kahit grabe na yung contact.
Inside, Robbie Celis will go to the free throw line. He's got a text from Paulo Hubalde. Sabi nga, kung matanda na daw si Jay Collado, paano na lang daw siya? Eh, nandiyan ka pa rin naman, Kuya Pau. This is the Gexter great move of the game. Born for greatness.
Grabe. Grabe yun kay Vic Manuel.
Look at that. Check out that right foot. Travel.
I was gonna say yes.
Travel. That was a
travel there.
travel with license.
Buti di na nakita ng referee yun. But definitely, he lifted his pivot foot there.
Oo nga. Namangha siguro sa footwork.
Masyadong maganda yung footwork para tawagan ng traveling eh. Well, 0 of 2 there for Robbie Celis sa free throw line. He's definitely struggling this game offensively.
Surprisingly.
Pero sa defense, nababawi naman niya in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job trying to contain Vic Manuel.
Victoria to Manuel. Bagsak si Magoliano. There's a whistle here. Referee Jay Castroverde pointing at John Wilson. Gabo. Manuel against Macaloni.
Different coverage naman ngayon. Si Wilmac naman ang magta-try pigilan si Vic Manuel. And there, he was successful on that possession.
Wilson, they have numbers
Good
here.
pass.
Nueva Ecija. Manuel was slow to get back defensively, and Macaloni makes it pay. 12 points for Will Macaloni.
Will Macaloni definitely picking up where he left off from game 1. He's already scored 12 points here in the third quarter.
Magoliano is fouled by Billy Robles. has the advantage, JP Magallano, that matchup with his size. Check out this assist of the game, powered by 747 Live. Dito ka sa legit.
Ayun, napaka-legit nga. Kahit yung assist dun, sobrang legit. John Wilson to Will Macaloni for that easy two-pointer. Medyo malamig din itong Pangasinan sa free throw to start off this half.
Ito, ano rin. Gusto rin magpa-shoutout yung ating idol na si Eman Calo, the king of Panalay.
Yes, sir.
The Panalay MVP all the time. Sama si Gab Dagangon.
Yes, sir. Di pwedeng maghiwalay yung dalawang yan. Mga idol ko yan, si Kuya Eman and Kuya Gab. Shoutout sa inyo.
Parehong ano. Uy, may ano sila ha? May game 3 sila.
Oo.
Basilan against Jensen. Robles. Macaloni is there, but
wow.
What's the call here?
It was called an offensive foul on Will Macaloni.
But a more manageable pace if you're Nueva Ecija, Andre.
Yes, and this is the pace you want to play if you're Nueva Ecija.
Yung medyo may grind it out, medyo may konting pasensya sa opensa.
Wala masyadong transition, puro set.
A big block. And they are off and running. Wilson is blocked as well. Macaloni puts it in, plus the foul.
That's two great passes. Another connection, John Wilson to Will Macaloni.
Great presence of mind by John Wilson, finding Will Macaloni inside. That's a foul on Hesed Gabo. Macaloni goes to the free throw line, and for more on Will, let's go to Mika.
Will Mac did not realize he had double-double numbers in Game 1. 17 points and 11 rebounds went by na hindi daw siya aware, ano? Sabi niya he plays like this against former coach and teammates because he knows how these guys prepare. Being with them for a really long time, Will was going to be best player in that game if they won, but nothing is best than winning tonight, he said, Self-Andre.
Will Macaloni, a man on a mission. Hell-bent on keeping Nueva Ecija alive in this series. Wilson with the turnover. Billy Robles, bumubuelo. Bulanadi is there. Great defense. Galanza on the stick back.
Grabe yung defense ni Billy Robles doon. Talagang he kept his feet on the ground.
And napaisip si Bulanadi kung anong gagawin niya.
That action by the Ilonggo Superman was the reason na nag-hesitate si Bulanadi doon.
Look at this, no? Alam niya, hindi talaga siya kumagat eh.
Oo, grabe, di siya kumagat sa fake nun.
Whistle going against John Wilson as Bongalanza is at the line. 4 points, 4 rebounds in game 1. 19 minutes of action.
And another missed free throw by the Pangasinan Heatwaves.
One for two. You know it's a big game when a lot of our VIP friends are also watching. Boss Monching Talisayon is also watching. Good luck sa inyo, boss. Tomorrow, game 2 of Biñana versus Rizal at the Inares Center Montalban, Rizal. No? Ibang klase din yan, sumuporta sa kanyang koponan. And Bulanadi.
Good passing there by the Pangasinan Heatwaves.
Finds the mark. He's got 6 points. Alin Bulanadi, Boss Ponching. Hope to see you tomorrow there in Montalban. As the Binyan tries to close out that series. Robles to Costello for 2. They forgot about the smallest guy on the floor. He's got 10.
And you really won't expect Ray Costello to cut to the basket like that.
Bulanadi rushed the 3. It will be last touch on a black shirt. So, bola mapupunta sa Nueva Ecija. See what happened here.
Passing there. Free corner shot there by Bulanadi.
This was the pass from Robles. He's been spectacular tonight.
He's doing,
Dalawa sila.
Yeah, both of them are really doing everything for Nueva Ecija right now.
Sabi nga ni Boss Bong Cuevas, Sabi niya, next man mentality dito without JC Marcelino. Manaytay for 3. In and out. Bulanadi with a rebound. There's a foul away from the ball. Mabulak and Manaytay getting entangled. And it's a call against Christian Manaytay.
Ooh.
And Manaytay will be teed up.
Yes, you cannot touch the referee like that for Christian Manaytay. Kahit tinitry, sa mukha naman ng play na yun, mukhang tinitry lang niya explain yung situation, but really, you really can't touch the referees like that.
Oo. Pwede mong gawing sample yung kakampi mo.
Oo, pero yung hawakan mo yung referee, hindi pwede. That's a big technical foul there, especially we're trying to protect this lead here. 7 points already for Ian Melencio.
Tingnan natin yung nangyari dito. That is the call right there. Mabulak. No good on the free throw. The 5 points and 10 boards in game 1. Back the other way. 1 point game again.
Oh yeah. I remember this play. It's a post play for Billy Robles. But ang ganda ng depensa at pagka-deny sa kanya ni Bonga Lanza doon.
Robles. Oh, almost got the roll.
And that's the play. That's a primary play they have for Billy Robles there. Especially he's a wing player that's big for his size. So they really want to isolate him on that post area with that 5 play by Coach Don Dulay.
Mamintis ang free throw. Robles, 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Grabe yun ah, ingay mo na. Pwede ba yan dito? 60-58. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third. Nueva Ecija in the lead. Melencio, crossover, finds Mabulak inside.
What a pass there. What a look there for Ian Melencio.
We are tied at 60.
If nag-continue yung laro natin ganito, we're gonna expect another classic for Nueva Ecija and Pangasinan. Wala pa atang close game na laro tong dalawang kupunan.
Wala pang malayo yung lamang. Wala pa. Never pa nangyari. Magoliano using his speed there.
Lahat close game eh.
We are tied. I think everything has gone to overtime.
Yeah, except for game 1.
Except for game 1. And game 1 went 1 point na din.
Yeah.
And Coach Don Dulay might want to use his challenge here.
I think he is.
The call on the floor is an offensive foul. This play of the game is brought to you by 7for7 Live. Dito ka sa legit. Your game, your chance, your thrill only with 7for7 Live.
Yeah, so Coach Don there not opting to use his challenge call.
So actually yung Pangasinan humihingi pa ng upgrade dito.
Oo. Well, because they got called with an unsportsmanlike foul a while ago with Harvey Pangasinan. And definitely,
it's leading.
It's definitely if you're Pangasinan, gusto mo rin talagang kasi if it's above the shoulder, you really want to get a similar call. I don't think there's anything there.
Yeah. Magaloni and Maguliano.
Also former teammates.
Oo. Gabo. Gets away.
Wow.
No Pinoy step. Libre si Bulanadi from the corner. That won't go. Jammer Hamito is whistled for the loose ball foul.
You have to also give flowers where, or give props where it's due. Hesed Gabo is a maestro when it comes to that pick and roll situation. He barely makes any mistakes on that pick and roll. And in that certain situation, nakita niya yung rotation sa roller. Kaya nakita niya na libre yung corner at pinasa niya kagad dito kay Alin Bulanadi. And unfortunately, it just didn't go in. But definitely a great decision making by Hesed Gabo. A similar story here from game 1. Pangasinan's ability to get to the line. Buti na lang malaki yung legs nito ni JP Maguliano para na-take na yung nakatayo pa siya after that hit sa air.
Yeah. And Pangasinan has regained the lead.
7 points already here for JP Maguliano.
64-62. Coach Arvin Bunleon nanonood din ng Davao right now with Ma'am Lynn Bunleon.
He's also my uncle, so shout out.
Oh, Tamito inside.
Wow.
That's a big offensive rebound for Jammer.
Shout out kay Hammer Hamito. Grabe yung offensive rebound niya doon.
Well, nobody boxing out Jammer.
Parang outside the paint pa siya nang galing sa talon niya doon. Ooh, big miss there.
Yeah. Need everyone to step up if you're Nueva Ecija. 9 of 15 free throw shooting.
Okay.
He gets the roll on the second.
For the first point there by Hamito.
A 5-second differential, game clock and shot clock. 64-63. Pangasinan in the lead. Hesed Gabo. Thought about it. Bigay kay Bulanadi. Nandun si Robles. There's a switch here. Gabo from deep.
Wow.
No. Villarias with a rebound. Robles will fire. Yes!
The Ilonggo Superman.
11 points para kay Billy Robles just in the nick of time. Took a peek at the clock. Nobody stopping the dribble.
He's always been a winning player, and he definitely is a player that will do everything in his power to try and win.
And he's shown that in this ball game.
Definitely, and you see the emotion there from the Ilonggo Superman.
11 points for Billy Ray Robles, and that shot gives Nueva Ecija a 1-point lead. The highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Palitan ng big shots in that third quarter, and just really, Nueva Ecija led by 5. Nakabalik na naman yung Pangasinan. It's been a seesaw battle, nip and tuck all the way, and it does not, parang hindi magbabago to as we head into the fourth quarter. 65-64, Rice Vanguards with a 1-point lead.
Kickstart your journey with 1,500 passes free bet and 300 free spins. Exclusive rewards on your first 3 deposits. What are you waiting for? Your flight to big wins is ready. Board now. 747 Live, dito ka sa legit.
And we are back inside the Inares Sports Arena for Game 2 of your North Division quarterfinals. between the number 2 seed Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards and the number 7 seed Pangasinan Heatwaves. Nueva Ecija with a 1-point advantage. Quarter scoring, Pangasinan off to a hot start. Bumawi and Nueva Ecija. And Nueva Ecija also taking the third quarter, 21-19. And now we have a 1-point game, but Nueva Ecija has the basketball with the first possession for Pangasinan. They come up empty. Toto forcing that one.
The first shot there by Villarias.
Masyado malalim eh, no?
Oo.
65-64. Yun yung minsan ng mga galaw na dapat tumigil ka na lang doon sa may, top of the paint eh.
I would have opted for him like a 1-2 dribble and pull up. That's much more of his game there.
Grabe yung...
Kanina pa talaga itong dalawang to.
Oo, grabe yung pagka-hesed. Para si Ryan, ano lang din eh, parang bouncing lang din eh. Pero bagsak siya ngayon.
Kanina, nung pa-start pa ng fourth quarter, sa inbound pa lang, may pakindat na si Sed Gabo sa atin eh. Talagang si Ryan din. Talagang...
Wala, hindi ano yan.
Oo.
And this matchup, I think nag-abot to nung college eh. Konti ah.
Yeah.
Konti, I think. Hesed is a bit older than Ryan.
Pero yeah, I think nga na nag-abot sila.
Ryan Costello with San Sebastian and Hesed with Mapua. Dati nung college si Hesed, ano pa yan, Leo Gabuk po yung tawag na kanya. Hindi ko nga alam paano naging Hesed eh.
Oo nga, kailan nag-iba yung...
Dito yata sa MPBL.
Sa MPBL na, no?
Oo. Gabo drives, the kick out to Napoles. Joe Ray gets to his spot, no good. Rebound, Robbie Celis.
Yeah, that's a big-to-big ball screen there. Sa play 1 ni Coach Don Dulay.
Macaloni against Napoles.
What a move.
And we have a playoff wedgie.
A good decision making there by Robbie Celis as well, realizing that he has Jory Napoles, a much more lankier defender on Will Macaloni.
Heftier si Will.
Yes, talagang the smart move there is definitely to go to the post. Try to isolate Will Macaloni there on the post against Jory Napoles.
And you know, I like the variety of the way Nueva Ecija has attacked this defense of Pangasinan tonight.
Yeah.
Parang hindi nanggagaling sa isang tao lang yung point of attack. You know, there's a mix of, you know, Macaloni, Robles. Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances sa Subok at Kompleto Appliances brand ng Pilipinas. There's a little drive and draw. May ball, you know, big-to-big action. So, ang daming variety. So, I thought in game 1, medyo naging predictable sila.
Yes. And that's the importance really of adjustment in these playoffs. Definitely, if you really have a system, obviously it's not going to work 100% of the time. And the makings of a great team is their adaptability and how they can adjust to situations like this.
Costello will fire. In and out. Macaloni offensive rebound. Will Macaloni does not want this series to end.
That's Will Macaloni for you. Definitely one of the best big men we've ever seen here in the MPBL. And proving so here today again with another solid outing.
Another offensive rebound and the bucket for Will Macaloni. 69-64, timeout. Pangasinan. That's our LGR fan of the game. Brought to you by LGR Sportswear, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
That was the daughter of the King of the North, Mike Rico.
And Will Macaloni, how about this guy right here? 21 points, 6 rebounds, 7 of 10 shooting.
And another efficient outing here for Will Macaloni.
He is nursing 3 fouls at the moment, but wala na.
Yeah.
This is do or die. If you're Will Macaloni, you want to live to fight another day, you leave everything on the floor right now. Gabo. Oh, what a steal. Huling-huli ni Ryan Costello.
That's the heart of Ryan Costello. Definitely one of his best features talaga and characteristics is his heart.
Toto for 3. Missed it.
Way off there.
Now, Ryan Costello has played 12 minutes in this ball game. He has 10 points, 2 assists, and a steal.
And really, the stats don't show what Ryan Costello is doing here.
He is a plus 12, by the way.
There you go.
And Pagsanhan, though.
A big shot there for Harvey Pagsanhan, especially where Pangasinan's really kind of struggling to start off this quarter.
Ang bigat ng tira na yun.
Oo.
Melencio ngayon na nakabantay. Macaloni runs into Mabulak, a foul.
On that roll situation, talagang dalawa lang yun. It's either he's gonna spin to the middle or he's gonna Euro step.
Euro step his way, and he really, when he is able to receive that, parang wala kang choice.
Wala. And yung maganda sa Euro step niya, yung second step niya usually, laging slow eh. Talagang may timing eh.
No, paiwas na hindi siya matcha-charging.
Yes, yes.
Unless you are quick enough to move your feet, naunahan mo siya dun sa spot niya. Pero that rarely happens here.
Saka ang hirap talaga tansyahin kung saan pupunta si Will Macaloni because he can go middle, he can also go left, right. It's very hard to try and stop Will Macaloni on that roll situation. Pag nakabuelo na siya sa roll, it's really hard.
And also, for a while, he also had that, that 10-12 footer as well.
Yes.
Dyan parang sasaktan ka rin ni Will dyan eh.
Yes. And that's why he's so dangerous too because you can't really sag off Will Macaloni because he can shoot those short corners, those mid-range shots.
Galanza. There's an offensive rebound for Melencio. Pangasinan down by 3. Ian, nice fake. Bigay kay Mabula. Nabitawan ng bola, and Wilson giving up his chest there. 3-point game, 6.5 minutes remaining. Costello. Bigay kay Robles, fakes the pass, fires the jumper, no. Rebound ni Wilson. A lot of contact but no call. Konting ano lang dun, incidental.
Yeah.
Contact, no, not enough. Pagsanhan from the other corner. That won't go. Mabulak.
A good decision there by Will Macaloni.
Pagsanhan could not win that battle. Robles will attack.
Oh!
Incredible finish. He yo-yos the basketball and finishes with a reverse.
The Ilonggo Superman.
This is the play of the game brought to you by 747 Live. Dito ka sa legit. Your game, your chance, your thrill. Only with 747 Live. We have a Superman sighting in Game 2.
We have a superhero here. The Inari Sports Arena. Billy Robles.
Yeah. He has played with a lot of grit. A lot of intensity. Just could not complete the three-point play, but that was a big basket. I mean, every basket from here on is big. It's going to be big.
Yes, definitely. Every possession counts, especially in this fourth quarter.
Victoria thought about it. Bigay kay Bulanadi. Nandun si Robles. Natapik ni John Wilson.
There you go. When John Wilson wants to play defense, he's going to play great defense.
And I think it's a matter of pride now para kay John Wilson dito, Andre, because I think he's hurt. You know, atakihin natin si John Wilson, walang depensa yan. Ano sinasabi mo na walang depensa?
Yun lagi yung scouting kay John Wilson eh. Oh.
And a foul. Maguliano and Robles.
There you go.
Okay.
Former teammates as well. They're very close. They're really very close. But in a game like this, emotions talaga.
Oo.
Pero it's good that they hugged it out after.
Yeah, this is far from over, by the way. Okay. 5-point leads here in the... Sinasabi natin, Andre, no, it's really contradicting when we say things here in this, particularly in this series. We say that the 5-point leads are nothing, and then we say that every possession and every point counts. It's just the nature of the playoffs na yung ebb and flow ng laro, hindi mo talaga mahuhulaan.
Yeah.
It's very unpredictable.
Anything can happen in the playoffs.
And then the momentum swings, a lot of it here in this series. Look at the move from JV Marcelino.
Grabe yung double crossover doon ni JV Marcelino to reject the ball screen.
Lead is at 7. Here's Melencio. Lawrence Paul Victoria against Macaloni. Macaloni moving his feet well. Lawrence misses on that fadeaway. And Nueva Ecija bearing their fangs here defensively. Marcelino, the drop off to Celis. And the best stretch for the Rice Vanguards in this series happening here in game number 2 in the 4th quarter, Andre.
And that's how you should play when you're trying to survive. Definitely the Rice Vanguards playing the best stretch of the series so far for them. In this situation, JV Marcelino, what a pass to Robbie Celis for the easy 2-pointer.
Kagat si Maguliano doon sumabay. And that's really the problem when you have JV Marcelino. You have to defend him.
Yeah.
Kailangan mo talaga siyang sabayan. 9-point lead for the Rice Vanguards. 4:20 to Brady.
Back in the MPBL, good work from JV Marcelino here in the 4th. You know, the Twins celebrated their birthday on October 19. Simple lunch. Pero kwento ni JV, kakaiba lang daw talaga ang birthday nila this year. They had injuries, one after the other. Pati daw injuries nila kambal. JC hurt his foot while getting something from the closet, while JV naman hurt his left eyebrow while getting something from the car. Kaya bago daw pumunta dito sa venue, bili ni JC kay JV, Tol, gumawa kayo para makabawi ako sa palayan. Had 1 out of 12 in game 1. Pero alam nyo, hindi ito puro bad news ha. They have actually gotten into a new sport this year. It's called pickleball. May nakakasama din silang kaibigan natin dito na competitive na rin eh. Nakailang open play na kaya ito. Magkwento ka naman sa amin, Boss Adelph.
Wow, may appearance tayo dito sa report na to
Grabe.
Yeah, well, we've been there's been a lot of it's been a craze right now, and we've actually been playing. You know, Coach Don Dula is also playing pickleball, and masaya siya. I think you're playing as well.
No, I just played once in my life. Pero na-enjoy ko naman siya.
But it's very intense, by the way.
Yes.
Nakalaban namin ng Twins, dalawa kami ni Coach Don. 40 up versus elite athletes. Hindi ko na sasabihin ko sino nanalo. Okay? Pero, ang sure ako isa-isang resulta, natalo kami sa mga misis ng Twins.
Yeah, definitely pickleball is a very, very interesting sport.
And it also, you know, an outlet para sa kanila.
Yes.
Para makapag pahinga and syempre, you know, also one way to, as a form of exercise, health and wellness era tayo ngayon eh. Robbie with a fadeaway, and finally, and you look at the reaction of Robbie Celis, and that's how much it meant to him.
Yeah, definitely. He's been struggling this game so far, but what better way to finally get going than the fourth quarter?
And 10 points, 10 rebounds. Now, all of a sudden, Pangasinan cold from beyond the arc. Bulanadi gets the loose ball. There's a foul on Billy Robles, and that's a good foul. If you're Nueva Ecija, only the second team foul.
Robbie Celis here,
Ang bigat.
finally getting going.
Bigat ng tira na yan for Robbie kasi kanina pa niya namimintis yan.
Yeah.
He's had the most attempts in the team, 14 shots.
Yeah, but if you know Robbie Celis, you can never count him out.
Bulanadi trims the deficit to 9 points.
That's a big shot there by Bulanadi.
A badly needed basket.
Definitely. Way to stop the bleeding there for Alin Bulanadi. Ang taas din kasi ng release point nito ni Bulanadi, no? Kahit si Robbie Celis na yung nag-contest.
Oo, hindi niya naabutan yun. Timeout muna tayo. 3 minutes remaining in Game 2. Lamang ang Nueva Ecija ng 9 points. Mrs. Robles and Mrs. Wilson. Laging nakasuporta.
Oo. Perfect attendance yan lagi.
Kahit sa palayan, no?
Oo.
78-69. They trap Billy Robles. Billy gets it to Robbie. Wilson now with Marcelino. Under 3 minutes remaining.
The horns play.
Robbie. Baba kay Will. The two-man game. Good help by Melencio. And that's a block. It will stay with Nueva Ecija with 5 seconds in their shot clock.
Also good defensive discipline there by JP Mogliano, not fouling. Right?
Oo. Sa sitwasyon na yun, expecting the help as well. Robbie. One step
There you go.
closer. One step closer to Game 3. Robbie Celis, 12 points. Bulanadi fires. Short rebound. Billy Robles. Robbie Celis is ahead of the pack. Robbie will miss. Wilson. Ball knocked away by Napoles. It will stay with Nueva Ecija with 2 minutes and 20 remaining and 10 seconds on their shot clock. The three-point shooting of Pangasinan, which was their main weapon in the first half, they are now 11 of 26. They started the game 8 of 14. Robbie Celis could not convert.
And you gotta give credit to the defensive scheme of Nueva Ecija, especially after that halftime. They really made it hard for Pangasinan to hit those 3-pointers.
Rebound John Wilson. He's got 11 rebounds. The former MVP, whose defense has been targeted by most teams here in the league.
He's proving everyone wrong.
Robles misses the three. De Gregorio could not hit. So they started the game shooting in the first half, 8 of 14. Currently, from beyond the arc, as we check out this fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners, Extreme Kalamig, free installation for split-type air conditioners. They are 3 of 12 in the second half, Andre. So it's a big difference.
Yeah.
When they were relying so much on that 3-point shot in the first half.
And
Ito,
that's the
Pangasinan.
defensive adjustment by Nueva Ecija. Not really giving a lot of space for Pangasinan to hit 3-pointers.
Down to 8. 5 points para kay Mike Di Gregorio. That's a travel on Billy Robles. And Coach Don. Ryan Costello was ready to check in, pero pinigilan muna. King Gortiza has also entered the game. Jay Collado with the pick. Gabo has not been that effective here in the second half. Collado loses the handle. Wilson with another steal, and he also gets fouled. Hopefully our spinner Box Ubanya is okay. Alert din to si Box eh. One of the unsung heroes of our team right here. Bogs and Miguel Pire right there. Okay lang si Bogs. Robbie Macaloni inside. Will Macaloni, the icing on the cake of a spectacular Game 2 performance. 24 points para kay Will Macaloni.
And what a stop there. Ooh, what a costly turnover there.
37 seconds remaining. If it's an out of bounds, and we're sensing a trend here. If it's a bit of a high-scoring game, Pangasinan ng lamang.
Oo.
Kung Nueva Ecija, kung medyo mababa ang scoring,
Yeah.
lamang ang Nueva Ecija.
Yeah, that's right. I agree. Kapag dikitan yung laban, mas ano yung Nueva Ecija eh.
Well,
Parang mas komportable siya sa ganong situation.
and it looks like we will have a Game 3. That's for sure. Nueva Ecija will hold on to this basketball. Coach Jersey Cabiltes. Good gesture of sportsmanship. Hesed Gabo. We need one more game to settle this clash of familiar foes. Nueva Ecija sends this one into a deciding Game 3 in Palayan City. Even without JC Marcelino, they had more than enough. A lot of players stepping up, but none bigger than Will Macaloni. He is the best player of the game. Powered by 747 Live. Play what you love, win what you deserve. Macaloni with 24 points and 9 rebounds. But honorable mention, Billy Robles with 13 points. Robbie Celis with 12 points and 11 rebounds. John Wilson with 7 points and 11 rebounds. And Ryan Costello with 10 points and 3 assists. So a lot of players stepping up for Nueva Ecija. 82-72 in Game 2. We have a Game 3, Andre.
Oh, what a response here by the Nueva Ecija Rise Vanguards. As we talked about, it's always been a close game when these two teams play, and definitely what a response here by Nueva Ecija to win this Game 2.
Rising to the occasion, the Rise Vanguards. Will Macaloni is with our Mika Abisamis.
Maraming salamat. Congratulations, Will Mac. Napag-usapan natin kanina, no, na pagkalaban nyo ang Pangasinan, palaging magandang laro mo. Pero hindi mo nalalaman ang stats mo, no? Nung Game 1, meron kang 17 points and 11 rebounds. Ngayong gabi, meron kang 24 points and 9 rebounds for your information. Hindi niya daw talaga palaging alam. Kumusta ka pagkatapos ng larong ito? Ang daming nag-contribute, pero ikaw talaga ang naging dominante.
First of all, napapasalamat ako kay God sa game na binigay sa amin. Hindi lang naman sa akin, it's all our team effort, yung nanaig sa game. And thank you sa lahat ng mga taga-Nueva Ecija na walang sawang sumusuporta sa amin.
Will, babalik tayo sa Palayan, no? Para sa Game 3. Ang pinakaunang gusto ko tanungin sa'yo, what do you want to tell Boss Bong Cuevas?
First of all, nagpapasalamat ako kay Boss Bong Cuevas, sa Cuevas family, sa walang sawang pagsuporta sa amin. Promise namin gagawin namin lahat sa Game 3, especially sa home game natin. Thank you, boss.
Maraming salamat. Meron ka pa ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan, Will?
Ayun, binabati ko yung family ko sa Cebu, Bartolabak family, Panilag family, Mama Bebe, Papa Zinon, Mama Tasing, Jerwel, Severa Boys, at saka sa lahat po ng mga sumusuporta sa Nueva Ecija, kay Boss Bong Cuevas, Ma'am Rian Cuevas, Ma'am Vian Cuevas, Boss Ivan, Ma'am Jen. Thank you po sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta. Wife ko, lagi nakasupport sa amin. At saka sa lahat ng mga taga Nueva Ecija, thank you po.
Maraming salamat, Will Macaloni. This best play of the game is powered by 747 Live. Play what you love, win what you deserve. Si Delphin Andre.
Thank you so much, Mika. And Will Macaloni, parang contestant sa game show nung inaalam niya yung stats niya. But what a performance from Will Macaloni with 24 points. And Andre and I will be right back for Pasay versus San Juan. Trust me, that's another good matchup. Stick around. Ito ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is the MPBL.